all of that out.
Heck.
So how are you? How is life?
Good. Life is good. Really can't complain. We're just getting back into the swing of things, but it's been nice to, like, be back in a routine and back playing. I, like, love my team, so it's fun to, like, just be around them so much.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a little biased because I also love your team. Um, and then your all's first game is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's at 6 or is it 8 Eastern?
It's at, I think, 7 my time, so I think
Okay, so
8.
8 my time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 Eastern. And for those of you that don't know who the queen in front of me is, do you wanna give a little background and just tell
Yeah.
everyone about your story?
Yeah, so I played 5 years of college volleyball. I played 3 at Michigan and graduated from Michigan, got my undergrad in 3, and then I still had 2 years of eligibility left, so I felt like I just needed to change, and I transferred to Penn State, like, not really knowing what to expect. Mac Pedraza and I had kinda, like, schemed a little bit when we transferred there together, like, she was gonna go and, like, I was gonna go. We were kinda gonna be like a
Mhm.
package deal, and went there my first year there, like, wasn't great. I feel like we had all the right pieces on paper, but it just never ended up, like, clicking. And then last year my last year, I honestly never thought that that team was, like, capable of winning a national championship, and then we win a national championship in, like, literally the most storybook way ever, and then 5 days later, in Houston for my first professional season, and now this is my 2nd professional season.
Perfect. That is crazy. I actually still watch that Nebraska game when you all came back because it literally is like a story. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy. When I was watching it live, it was so late. Like so many of my friends were like, "Oh, I turned the game off," and I was like, "You need
I
to
don't
go
blame
turn
you.
it back on right now," because it was crazy. Just insane, and I just love that season for you, and then I loved last year for you guys. Obviously, love has been like super competitive. So you want to talk about maybe why you chose to like not go overseas?
Mhm.
I think that's obviously
Yeah.
like a huge topic for like new graduates.
Yeah, I was graduating in December, so, like, that would be the middle of professional season overseas, and for me personally, I just felt like with you graduating in the middle of their season, like, the situation really has to be perfect, like, they either really, like, need someone or, like, someone has to be hurt, like, they're not really saving a spot for someone, like, the situation just has to, again, like, align,
Mhm.
um, so that wasn't really, like, something I was super interested in. And also, like, I wasn't really interested in, like, packing up and leaving literally, like, one day after I was done with college
Yeah.
volleyball, like, going home and seeing my family was super important to me. And I was a Love student athlete too, so, like, all throughout college, I had worked with Love on, like, the NIL side of things, and I just, like, really loved what they were putting together and how they were putting things together. Like, I think their business model is, like, so sustainable, and I felt like I just really wanted to be a part of that. So it was honestly super nice for me to be able to, like, be placed in Houston. I feel like I was, like, the luckiest person in the world. I got to be coached my first year by Massimo, who's, like, one of the best coaches in the world, and then being on a team with we have so many foreign players that was also amazing because, like, while I wasn't overseas, I still got, like, a taste of a lot of foreign, like, mindset and such, so
Yeah.
it was honestly perfect for me.
Yeah, and you got, the veterans from USA with Micah and Jordan,
Mhm.
being just so good and getting to learn from them, that's amazing. And now that you've had a season and this will be your second season, do you ever think you'll go overseas or do you think you'll stay with Love? Obviously, Love every year is just gonna get more and more competitive, and I think that
Mhm.
that is obviously like an end goal. I'm really big on growing women's volleyball in the US, so I
Yeah,
think that the first year I was like, "Okay, I think some people should go overseas," and now, like, seeing how quickly Love is getting the
yeah,
talent and getting international players, I'm like, "Maybe they don't need to go overseas if it's gonna keep going like this quickly."
for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are definitely, like, places I would be interested in playing in, but again, I feel like the situation would just have to make sense for me. Like,
Mhm.
before, obviously, like, Micah and Jordan, like, they didn't have a choice, so they had to, but it's it's both great and kinda sucky that we have a choice now because it's like, "Ah, what do I do?" Like, I just want someone to tell me, like, what is, like, right. But no, I don't know. Right now, I'm really happy with where I'm at. I love Houston. I love the league. Like they made so many changes and they took so much feedback from the players from year one to year two. So like if they keep doing that, I really feel like this could be like one of the best leagues.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how things go, and I've talked to some people, like, behind the scenes with Love, and so I think that they really do listen a lot, which is
Mhm.
obviously super helpful for growing a league, and
Yeah.
then I personally have a weird question. Do you all that are, like, recently graduated, do you all ever talk to some of the players and, like or do they reach out and ask you, like, what it's like or, like, what is like, maybe just, like, swaying them to, like, stay in the States, or maybe they just ask you, like, what they should do? Like, does that actually kinda happen or no?
It kind of depends. Like, I don't know. I never want to like sway someone one way or another. Like
Mhm.
Logan, for example, on my team, I know that she was really like teetering back and forth between love or going overseas. And I like texted her and I just wanted to like offer up like, hey, I'm here if you want to chat. Like by no means I don't want to sway you one way or another, but like I will give you like my honest opinion and my feedback for like what I've experienced and like you can do with that what you will. But I think it just kind of depends. Honestly, it kind of sucks because like no one really knows who's like talking to love because it's
Mhm.
so secretive because it's like against the rules,
Yeah.
which like sucks. It sucks for the athletes, but um, so you kind of have to like I don't know. It has to be really under the radar, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Now, do you have anywhere that you would now, I don't really know how it works. So, like, I know, like, in the MLB, like, people can kinda be traded,
Mhm.
and I don't really know how that kinda works. So, like, from year to year, like, I know we saw, I think, like, Maddie Bugg switched from ATL. It looks like she's, I think, on SLC now.
Yeah.
And, like, how does that kinda work? I think that's the one part of love that I don't quite follow as well.
Yeah, for the most part, they try to keep everyone kind of like where they are.
Mhm.
Just because I feel like that helps like build a fan base and like people
Yeah.
in the Houston area can start to like really associate us with Love Houston. But I think like for her, I don't know why she switched over, but I know people like if they're I don't know, if they wanna like move back with their family or like they wanna live with their husband or like something like that. I think again, like the situation has to make sense. You can't just like hop from team to team.
Mhm. Okay. I would say that was the one thing that I was super curious about. Are you I mean, obviously, you're not the love people that be, but do you think they're gonna keep adding, like, 1 to 2 teams every year? I think if the fans want it, I don't see why not, but and if so, do you possibly have a place that you would like for them to add a team to?
Selfishly, I would love for them to add it in Arizona. I think there's
Yeah.
such a big market in Arizona and like they announced like the LA and San Francisco teams in California, which I think is great. Obviously, volleyball is huge in California, but I think Arizona can pull from like so many different markets and
Mhm.
like you could still get people from like South Bay, like SoCal area. Um, and my boyfriend lives there. So I'm like,
Yeah,
of course I
perfect.
want to keep it.
Perfect. I really wish they would open also selfishly a Tampa team. There are so many pro teams here,
Yeah.
and they're so popular. I feel like there's definitely a market for a pro volleyball team to be here.
I yeah, I feel like Florida for sure. I think someplace on the East Coast, like
Mhm.
I don't know, like Pennsylvania or something like that, just because
Lots
of
of
like
volleyball in
Penn
PA.
State and Pitt are like powerhouses.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know how many teams they'll be adding, but I do like foresee them definitely continuing like one or two just because I feel like the momentum is like so huge.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that yeah, I hope that they keep doing 1 to 2 teams a year. Like, I think that'd be
Yeah.
super good for them.
Mhm.
Um, Now let's shift a little. What's practice like? Is it big jump from college? Is it kinda like obviously, it's gonna be a little bit higher level, but, like, is it similar? What's that been like? And I know a lot of people I know that play pro, like, personally, they always say it goes from being, like, your passion and hobby to, like, it's a job now. So,
Mhm.
like, what's it like kinda switching, like, "Oh, I have all this time in the day, and it's already scheduled for me," and, like, classes, practice, games, like it's all set. And now it's like you have practice, you have games, and you have like the rest of the day to do like kind of whatever.
That was definitely a really big adjustment for me last year. Because like you said in college, like, okay, you wake up, you go to class, then like whatever, you have class until like lunch, you eat lunch, and then like you're in practice. And then by the time you're done with practice, it's dinner time, you do your homework, you go to bed. Like literally every single day is completely structured. It's basically the
Yeah.
same. And here, I was definitely kind of like, well, obviously I knew what I was getting myself into, but I was definitely shocked with just how much free time I had. And I didn't really have like many hobbies last year. So I definitely like started to get more into hobbies because I'm like, I just have to like do something. I can't like
Yeah.
go home and rot on my couch from like 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. Like,
Yeah.
so you definitely have to take it upon yourself to like get into more things or like go see more things. But it's at the same time, it's great. Like I work from 9 to 2, and then I literally have the rest of the day. So it's super nice. But yeah, and then like the job part of it, I mean, that was also, I would say, a big learning curve. Like it's such a simple mindset switch. But sometimes when it's like, oh, in college, like you're getting out of bed for class, you're getting out of bed for tutoring, like there's other things going on in your life. And like now I get out of bed to like go play volleyball. Well, like sometimes when you're like struggling with the volleyball piece of it, like that can be really challenging because like this is literally the only thing I have to do in my day. So that was something that last year I definitely struggled with a lot. It's just like, not that there's an insane amount of pressure on it, but like now this is like the most important thing in my day.
Yeah. And I will say obviously I have some friends that have personally played overseas, and like that, I don't know if it's the same or not, but overseas it's like your goal is no longer like being a team. It's like your performance by yourself matters, and then like winning is what matters. And like,
Yeah.
is that kind of pressure still pretty intense in love, or is it still like, hey, we're a team, we're trying to win as a team? Like I feel like that's got to be somewhat different than it is overseas.
Yeah, it's definitely not, well, I personally can't speak to it 'cause I've never played overseas, but from what I'm hearing, it's definitely not, like, as cutthroat, as intense, especially as an American because, like, you're going overseas as a foreigner and, like, you're being hired to be the workhorse, like, to
Mhm.
get the job done, and they're very demanding over there, and if you're not doing your job, you can get sent home.
Yeah.
Here, there's definitely, like, obviously a lot more, like, job security.
Yeah.
So it does, like, relieve a lot of that pressure, and I would say there's definitely, like, there's a big sense of, like, team throughout the league, but at the same time, again, it's like, this is, like, my money now. Like, how I
Mhm.
perform directly impacts, like, next year's contract or the year after,
Right.
so yeah, it's a balance, but I think Love does a good job of, like, balancing that out really well.
Yeah. Okay. Love that. So what are your goals with volleyball and then maybe outside of volleyball? I mean, obviously, like I really hope USA is in your future because I love
Yeah.
watching you play. So um I assume you'll be trying, for USA again this summer, and then is that still a goal, like Olympics and whatnot, or have those kind of shifted?
Yeah. That's tough. I think if you would have asked me that question, like, all throughout high school and maybe, like, my freshman year of college, sophomore year of college, I definitely would have said, like, "Yes, like, I want to be an Olympian, like, that is end goal for me."
Hmm.
But I think, like, as I've grown up and realized that there is more to life than just volleyball, I wouldn't necessarily like, I would be at peace with that
Hmm.
not happening, like, the chips are gonna fall where they may. If I didn't do national team last summer just because I felt like I needed a break. I was
Yeah.
so, like, mentally exhausted that I just needed to, like, be normal for a second. But if the opportunity arises again to do national team, I think I'll give it a shot this year just because I feel like I have to try. Like, I don't know what that
Yeah.
experience is like unless I actually, like, put myself through that and experience that. So, yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't say, like, I wake up every day wanting to, like, be an Olympian. I definitely wanna, like, be the best volleyball player and best human that I can be, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see you in a USA jersey for sure.
Thanks.
I love to watch your game, and um and personally, like, your 4-to-4 shot is just not to, like, completely change the subject, but your 4-to-4 swing is just, like, literally out of this world,
Thanks.
and I, like, tell people all the time, I'm like, "That is a shot you, like, have to have in your toolbox," and I feel like you always had it, but I don't know what happened. That last year at Penn State, you went from, like, being able to hit it to being like, "Holy cow." Like, you're just detonating on the 4-to-4. Was that just, like, you just did it one day and were just like, "Oh." Or, like, had you been working on it a lot or just, like, pulled it out?
No, honestly, I think I had that while I was at Michigan, like, my coach at Michigan had taught me that. I don't know, I didn't, like, use it so much, but it's, like, one of those things where I feel like, you know, it works, like, it'll keep working until they can figure out how to stop it, and I feel like, honestly, it's been really good for me. I feel like everyone has that one shot where it's like, "Okay, this is what they like to hit. This is, like, really
Mhm.
where they can score. Like, this is how we're gonna defend it and try to stop it." Like, everyone has that. And I think for me, it just came naturally. Like, for some reason, my arm swing and, like, how I open up is just really natural for me, so I don't know.
Yeah. But I will say, I feel like you definitely, like, expanded your toolbox a lot last season. I saw you, like, use the
Thanks.
block a lot and go high hands a lot, and I feel like that's a really tough shot to get good at, and I feel like you were,
Yes.
like, really successful at using those parts of your toolbox.
Yeah, it's a little scary trying to hit a high hands because you either miss really bad or it's a point.
Mhm. Yeah, personally, when I play with, like, the same it's like there's not a ton of people that can play, like, open level at
Yeah.
as adults, and so whenever we play, a lot of people will straight up just, like, not block. When I go up to swing, they'll jump and then pull their hands every time because
Yeah.
I'd just rather swing hands than swing in the court, and I
Right.
get, like, so frustrated because and now I see a lot of I say that because I've seen, like, at the pro level, like, that's starting to be a part of the game is if somebody tools a lot, they just straight up pull their
Pulling their hands.
and
Yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
"That's a crazy find," because I mean, it does train your eyes a lot because then you get better at looking late, but oh, is it a puppy?
Yes. Come
Oh,
say
poor
hi.
puppies.
Come say hi.
Oh, what a cutie. My dog's about to lose his shit. But, yeah, now is there any part of your game you wanna improve more this I feel like you have such a well-rounded game. So, like, what is, like, one thing you'd like to work on more for this season?
I think passing, like, can always be improved as an outside hitter. Um, I've been working really hard this preseason to just, like, make it more simple. Having Justine in the gym has been super helpful. She's obviously not playing because she's pregnant, but she's at every practice, and it's been really nice to just, like,
Oh.
have her eye and get her feedback in real time because, when whatever we have TVs, like, replaying our passes, but, like, if sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing, so it's nice to, like, be able to have her feedback and learn from literally one of the best liberos in the world.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
100%.
I would say passing for sure.
Okay, yeah, and I didn't realize Justine was still coming to your all's practices. That's super cool, and I
Yeah,
really like that. That's super nice that, she's pregnant. She said, "I still wanna be around." I love that.
yeah.
And she really is such a good passer, so that's awesome to be able to learn from it. Now, using that as an outside, I guess, who have you learned the most from as a pro? And, like, who's an outside that, like, you really like or like, "Oh, I wanna model my game, like, after her?"
Um,
Or who did you model your game after, I guess? Because now
Someone that I've learned a lot from, has just been Maddie, like, she really from the moment I stepped in the gym McQueen, shush. From the moment I stepped in the gym, she has just been so helpful for me, and she's really, like, taken me under her wing in, like, the volleyball side of things, but also, like, just as a person and, like, my mindset and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, and she's obviously a great player, so, like, whenever I see it's so funny, like, whenever I see her do something, I try to do it, and she's like, "Are you trying to copy me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I am. What's the problem with that?"
Right.
Um, so yeah, definitely her. And I don't know, I would say there hasn't been, like, someone that I've really tried to model my game after, like, obviously, I grew up watching, like, so many greats, like,
Mhm.
Destiny Hooker was, like, one of the first
Oh,
people that I ever, like, watched play,
obsessed.
and yeah, that's, like, my first volleyball number was her number, and obviously, I grew up watching Jordan Larson, and, like, now being able to play against her has been so surreal, and I've been able to play like, alongside of her a little bit in the national team gym, so definitely those 2 for sure, but right now, like, my girl crush is Gabby, the Brazilian outside.
She's so good. I
Yeah.
love Gabby.
Right, right. So, yeah, I wouldn't say there's, like, one p specific person I've
Yeah.
modeled it after, but I definitely watch a lot.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you can always I personally always say you can tell which of, like, the pro athletes still watch a lot and, like, love watching because, like,
Yeah,
I don't know, there's just, like, something different about, like, play styles when it's, like, somebody still has that passion to, like, watch and, like, learn,
for sure.
and I feel like I can definitely tell which which is there. But I don't really have a lot more questions for you. Is there anything else you wanna add? Any last minute things?
No. No,
N
I hate being on the spot like this.
No, you're fine. More adult volleyball in your future, more Marshall Matt Riley would kill me if I didn't at least say that she loves you, so
That was so fun. Seriously, probably, like, the most fun I had playing volleyball in such a long time.
that tournament's really fun. I've played it, like, a few times. It's
Yeah,
she runs
and
it really well, and then, like, the level's pretty good.
he's a practice player here now, Trenton. He, like, played in it, and his girlfriend played in it too, so I'm like, "Wow, this is weird." It's all, like, kinda coming
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah, and then there were so many, like D1 and pro players that, like, played in that this year because the
Yeah.
men's side is usually, like, really strong in that
Mhm.
tournament, and then she sent me the list. I helped, like, rank the teams with her,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Riley, the women's side is, like, nasty."
Yeah.
Like, there's
No,
so many
seriously.
good teams, and I was like, "They're, like, professional, like, women just flying in for it," and I was like,
Yeah.
"What is happening?" And then she was like, "Do you think I can put them on center court?" And I was like, "You should definitely put the women on center court." I was like, "That's definitely, like, the better talent this year. They need to be in center."
No, it was so fun. It was so fun, and I love her family so much.
Well, they're so sweet. They've literally let me because I'm from Lexington, so, like, whenever I drive in,
Mhm.
uh, they would be like, "You wanna stay?" And I was like, "I would love to
Mhm.
stay the night before before I play." Super nice family, but, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be there next year, so hopefully you just I mean, you'll be in the USA gym, but
Yeah, we'll
so
see. We'll
so
see.
actually, I hope you're not there so that you're in Anaheim, but selfishly, I'd love to see you there again, but, um, there's a lot of good volleyball tournaments. I tell people all the time, I'm like, Even if you don't play pro, there's, like, a ton of money to be made
For
as an
sure.
adult volleyball player."
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Especially in grass. Grass is so fun.
That people always ask, "What's your favorite way to play?" Grass, man.
Yeah,
Grass. I love grass volleyball.
me too.
But I think that's all I got for you. I really appreciated
Yay!
being on here, and, I've heard from anyone that's ever, like, talked to you that you're just, like, so sweet, and I must say I definitely have to agree, you're so
Yeah,
nice.
thanks.
Yes.
That's so nice. They said I'm nice, McQueen. You didn't
And I am super looking forward to getting to watch your game tomorrow.
Thanks.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
yes. Well, good luck with your season. I'm sure we'll be in touch, and maybe we'll have to bring
Thanks.
you back on, like, at the end of season.
Yes, yes. Let me know if there's anything else I can answer for you.
Okay, perfect. I might just, like, shoot you a DM or anything.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thanks, Jess.
Of course, thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.